Thank you so much for everything, Issa.
Of course. There's no way you want to get out there just by yourself.
Nah, girl. For everything. Just for being you. For loving me while I was me. And girl, I don't know where life is gonna take us, but I just know that as long as you're around, I'm gonna be okay.
Well, I can't believe I'm saying it for the last time, but welcome back to Insecurity, the official recap podcast of HBO's Insecure. I'm Crissle.
And I'm Hey Fran, hey, Fran. We have to do the sad horns today.
Saddest horns of all time because we have come to the end of the road, Fran. It's the series finale, and what a ride it has been.
Man.
Oh my goodness. Yes, so let's get right into it.
I just want to say, I was right.
You were right. You little...
Me, my little psychic self.
There was actually one scene where I said, okay, Fran won, but we'll get there.
We both did, though, because you called out so much on the business end, but we got it.
It's true.
We ain't there
it's
yet,
True.
but we about to get there.
It's true. Yes. So, as predicted, Nathan and Issa are breaking up. You know, they're outside and in the car, and she's really trying to get him to come inside and talk, but he's embarrassed, obviously, over the ridiculousness that happened at this party. And he even says that he is done trying to ignore this feeling that he's had all along. And I'm like, That's on both of y'all sides. Actually, this relationship is just not it.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's not good for him. And there it is. What else can Issa do but carry her black ass inside? It's nothing else to do.
I have to say, though, yes, it was true, because at the end of the day, she knows what she really wants deep down.
Mm-hmm.
He clearly sensed it. So like you said, they were both playing a game at this, you know, of trying to stay like strong in their decision that they both knew was probably not the right one.
Exactly.
But I have to say, she didn't fight at all, which kind of blew me. Did you think he reacted to that? Because he kind of looked like, damn. Because once he said how he felt, she was like, okay, and got out the car. It was just like the end. No, like, do you want to try? Do we have to? It was like no fight, no resistance, just agreed.
Well, she tried before he was like, you know, I'm done trying to ignore this feeling that I've had all along. And then she was just like, you know what? You right. You've had that feeling. I've had that feeling.
Right.
I have been randomly hallucinating Lawrence around this apartment. Like, I think her reaction was super mature, especially considering that she also knew, you know, maybe it was deep down. And of course it hurts right now. You know, she went inside, saw that text from Lawrence, ignored all of that. She's not trying to do nothing but just pass out on the couch, because even when you know that it ain't right, ending a relationship still hurts.
Hell yeah, man. You still have an attachment to seeing each other, talking to each other, sharing space. But shout out to the acting in this scene. He looked so hurt, like genuinely hurt. And he captured just that whole emotion that just felt so real and raw. And even her, like, that panicky, you know, when something's ending, whether it's you or the other person, it's that panic that just kind of sets into your body. She embodied it. I just thought it was a great scene. Shout out to the acting in this part.
It was great. Wish my exes would have handled it like Issa did, but you know, we can't all win. It would have been great, but you know, anyway. Issa crashed on the couch, but when she woke up the next morning, her true love was at the door. That's right. Molly brought breakfast, and you know, she's trying to encourage Issa. She can tell this bitch is down bad, and she's saying, you know, you and Nathan are gonna get through this. Y'all gonna laugh about it one day. But Issa goes in the bathroom, and guess who is not so sure, bitch? That's right, Mirror bitch.
She was such an asshole in this
scene. She is an asshole.
Like, I get it, but goddamn, she ain't giving no type of break.
One day. Are we? Because I heard you cry a lot last night. You're down bad. I don't know where you go from here. You was tripping about all these decisions and choices just to end up here. You hate to see it.
We hate to see it. Oh my God.
Yeah, she was rude. Talking about, bitch, I don't know where you gonna go from here. God damn. Like, can Issa breathe? But, real Issa, yeah, she has a moment of looking in the mirror and saying, I just want to fast forward to the part where everything is okay. And bitch, don't we all?
Relatable motherfucking content.
Girl, I said, how many times have I said that in therapy, in the mirror, to you?
Laying in bed in the dark. How many times? Shit.
Yes. And so we're jumping forward through everybody's birthdays throughout the episode, which I thought was a lovely way to wrap up the series, especially considering
cool.
we started the very first episode on Issa's 29th birthday. So I had a feeling that we were going to be ending this on Issa's birthday. Yes.
Look at that dot connection. I didn't even remember
okay,
that.
your girl went back and watched the first season and was like, okay, I see what we're doing here.
That's so cool.
Yeah, but we're starting on Molly's birthday, and there's first of all, a nice mix of work friends, real life friends, and then both Molly and Torian's families at this birthday party at her apartment. I'm like, now wait a minute, Molly ain't never got this far before, bitch.
No,
okay,
that's why she's in there stressing out.
Okay, she can't pick out an outfit. Right. But Tiffany is back as promised. I did not think we were going to see Tiffany again, so that was a lovely surprise. And we meet Kelly's new nigga, the rebound from
Desmond,
Daniel Kaluuya.
was it? Okay.
Yeah.
The rebound. Tiffany was like, but didn't you have to? Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And everybody is booed up except Issa, but she's like, you know what? It's cool. I'm good. It's all good. This is Molly's day. She goes in the room actually to check on Molly, who is, like you said, still in this bra. And has no idea what to wear. But she did hear Tiffany come in. So Issa's like, we got to plan a trip to Denver, not only to check on Tiffany, but also because I need to get the hell up out of LA. It's feeling too small. And I said, again, don't we all feel that way after a breakup? Don't we all just want to escape or cut off our hair or do something drastic? Like
a jumper cable of some sort. Just got to get out.
A big reset. Exactly. So, she's still feeling like shit, but her soulmate reminds her to look at how far she's come. Molly's like, I know it feels shitty right now, but you really have come a long way. But again, it's Molly's birthday. Tonight is all about Molly, who is clearly nervous about meeting Torian's family. And now it's Issa's turn to be like, you know what? Don't stress. They will love you. They are ready to love you. And if they don't, then I will make them hate me, which is just as good.
And can I say one thing I've noticed throughout this season that showed so much growth is that normally when one of them was going through something, and this is in their entire friend group, if the other one diverted the attention towards themselves, they just wouldn't even have the emotional intelligence to reel it back in.
Oh yeah.
But do you notice how they're so mindful? Like they'll say something's bothering them, but then they'll be like, "But this is about you today." Right. Let me not take any of the attention because we got to pour into you today because you have this thing. And I noticed they kept doing that throughout the season, which I think more people should consider trying. It can be hard, but it's actually a really, really important tool to have when you're in these healthier friendship dynamics. And I like seeing that throughout the season. I thought that was cool.
I do too. You know what that is, friend? Growth. That's exactly what that
Therapy.
is. Yes. It is. And it's fitting because in the first episode, it's Issa's birthday and Molly is going through something and she's like, oh, I don't want to make it about me. And then she makes it about her.
And then does.
Right.
And that's the difference. So I love that. I love seeing that.
Yeah, it is really beautiful. So Molly is eventually ready. She comes out in a completely different outfit, of course. Isn't that always how it goes?
Right.
And everybody's singing happy birthday. Mommy is right up front. Torian is in the center with this cake. And he looks so in love with her. Like, he just looks... Yeah, she looks ecstatic, and Issa is actually happy for her friend. We know she has also struggled in the past with being genuinely happy for Molly when she gets a win. But, she is. She's happy for her. So we're moving on into the next scene. Koya is at Crenshaw's studio updating Issa about a busted pipe situation. And that's when we find out it was all an elaborate ruse. It's a surprise birthday party.
Fuck. She said they was about to debut the collection underwater.
Okay. First of all, don't play me like that.
No, please, because I won't come down from the anger throughout the party.
Y'all gonna ruin Fran's whole damn day.
Okay. Don't play with me.
Right. And what's really the miracle of this scene is that Koya and Molly worked together to make it happen. She has finally forgiven Molly for bringing a firearm to her event. And Koya, who is like the best admin assistant of all time, got everybody to donate to the Blow CC instead of buying gifts for Issa. So they've already gotten 5 G's like the cell phone.
Which is great. That was funny, first of all. Yeah. But that's so dope. I love the way they're all treating each other, man. Mm-hmm. It really was such a high this season, honestly.
It was. And now it's Molly's turn to say, we all focusing on Issa tonight and nothing else. It's your fucking day. Of course, Kelly and Amal are there. They go in at it like they always do, being absurd. When she knocked that shot glass out of his hands, you two are just, just so much. But, everybody toasts and takes their shot except Amal. And it's a party, okay? The girls are helping Issa pick out some birthday dick because Lord knows that's what you need when you freshly single and back out on the scene.
Nah, her scoping all these men too. Listen, these girls, so damn
that was funny. And when she picked out that one, and Molly was like, "Oh, you want us to go, warm him up?" She was like, "Nah, I got this. I'm grown." I said, "We have seen this confidence out of you before."
I literally was like, "What is she about to spill on her dress? What's she gonna drop? Where is she gonna trip? What couch?"
Right.
She saw it coming.
I thought she was gonna trip and bust her ass in front of his face.
Just gotta wait on it.
Right. Well, she ended up spilling wine all over this man, but because of course she did.
Oh, girl.
I loved this scene also because Kelly was like, "Oh, I gotta go. The white man is on my neck." And Molly's like, "I talked to the partners and they're down for creating an estate division. So just
like
think about it." I said. I knew it. Right. So Kelly is going to think about it. Issa needs a shout wipe because of what she did to that man's clothing. But Molly can't even react to this absurd and predictable news because Nathan walks in at exactly that moment. And I maintain, friend, that Molly was right to keep Nathan from fucking up Issa's birthday a few seasons ago. Y'all was mad.
That was a big beef. On the insecurity hashtag, okay?
It was. The girls were, and I know how you girls like to tussle. And they were not feeling that shit. But I maintain she was right to do it. But she, she stays in her lane this time. She's not getting up.
She learned that lesson. She said it ain't for me to decide this year, okay?
Exactly. She's worried about her life, her man, and she's gonna be there to support her friend at the end of it all. So where has Nathan's ass been? Well, still at the shop, still on the mailing list for the block. And when Issa's like, I ain't heard from you since the last time we had a conversation. He was like, "Oh yeah, I was like he couldn't find the words. He couldn't say anything. So he was just like, "Oh, well, here's a check from everybody else at the shop." But he seems nervous to have this conversation with her. He seems like maybe he's coming to try to reconcile. Too. Yeah.
It's like when you genuinely fucked with the person, like he was ready to move in with her and they were taking it there just for you to realize that you're not who they wanted. How could you not be nervous in that?
But it was mutual. So I just feel like calm down, but whatever. Y'all be having feelings. So, but when he says that LA is finally starting to feel like home, Issa seems to be, again, genuinely happy for him that he's feeling more of that way. And he mentioned that, he said some things in that moment.
happy to
And
hear
Issa
that.
says, or you made some points, which exactly.
Right.
Look, last time we talked, I know I said some things.
No, you made some points.
I was just hurt. You know?
I've always thought that people come into your life for a reason, and you have made up so many good reasons for me, and I hope that I did the same for you, because I don't want you to regret anything.
I love that she said that because it was true. It don't have to end.
Yeah.
It don't have to end shitty. Like, that's the thing people don't
It
realize.
doesn't.
You can
It
realize you're
doesn't.
not for each other and not have to take it out on each other. So that was dope.
Again, why don't my breakups go like this? But but they hug, they say goodbye. She calls him Nansford one last time.
And he turned around all cute.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
That's it. That's it for Nathan, who is,
Because I remember you saying, I wonder how they're going to close out the Nathan storyline.
Yeah.
Whether he's going to ghost or move away. And I like that it was just what it was. Like, it didn't work, but we still cool peoples.
right.
I wonder if they'll be friends. Do you think? Probably not.
I mean, not like real friends, but like
cordial
genuinely
around
cool.
the city. Yeah. That I can
Like,
see.
no beef, but not hanging out regularly either. 'cause
Right, but not
feelings.
grabbing tacos at the truck. Like,
Right. Yeah, and Issa looks kind of sad, but she also looks like she knows she made the right decision. And back at the party, Molly done found some birthday dick for her like a real best friend would. Again, the actual love story of the show.
you're right. You're absolutely right on that.
Yes, Molly got the job done. Tiffany's birthday is up next. And of course, Tiffany's house in Denver is massive and gorgeous and looks fresh out of a magazine. But sis is not happy here at all. In fact, she fucking hates it.
And she
Hates
admitted it finally instead of shouting out Wikipedia facts to try to convince people of how fly Denver is.
Right.
It's sad. Everything she said, though, was such relatable content, because that's even, conversations you and I have had in Jade when Jade considered moving out here. But then we had to think about Noah and schooling and your friends and where will the
Exactly.
black babies go to school. Like, she was saying some
Exactly.
real shit. Yeah.
And she doesn't know
Relatable.
anybody. She's
Right.
not working. Derek's family, they not coming over every day or whatever. They can see that baby on the weekends. They cool,
Right.
And like you said, with the kids in school, Simone is the only black girl in her class. So
Tough.
that was not something Tiffany was gonna have to worry about in LA, but here in Denver, different
A
story.
little different.
Right.
Right.
But, Tiffany's going to figure it all out. She wants to know what's new with the girls. And so, of course, Molly spills it. Issa done met somebody.
Okay.
Showing off the picture. He's a cutie. He's a giver, which is perfect because Issa's a taker.
And shout out to Kelly finally having a man. I feel like that is long
Desmond.
overdue.
Well,
we didn't get
I'm
that,
surprised
I
that
feel.
we don't see Kelly with the same nigga more than once. So,
Which is fair, but it was nice that she got us. I feel like we didn't get enough of Kelly as a being.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, I want to know more about her outside of the jokes and outside of the sidekick energy. Like, what was her life like unfolding? So I'm glad we got to see some of it this season. Like,
She
got a man. She's in business with Molly and the firm. So at least we got a little bit the last episode.
I've always thought that of the four girls, Kelly was the most together in like every sense of the word. Like,
Right.
not just career-wise, because Tiffany and Molly also have that, but like as far as her sense of self and her self-worth and not having that be wrapped up in other people's expectations or desires. Kelly just seemed to be Much
Very present.
more, yeah. And yeah, you know, you're right. Definitely big sidekick energy, lots of jokes. But from what we knew of her, you know, the rest of you girls were just, you could only hope to reach Kelly's level, honestly.
Right? She had so many jokes because of the shit they were going through.
Listen,
what else could she say to them?
She clipped coupons for Issa. That bitch was down bad.
Right,
But,
understood.
right. But, you know, it's Tiffany's birthday. Derek and Simone walk out with cupcakes, and Simone is so big and
my
cute
goodness.
now. Oh,
Kelly's
God.
BFF.
I know. My heart. Well, Molly is in the house working, of course, because that's what she does. And Issa walks in.
Right.
They start talking about how glad they are that everybody came to Denver and, you know, how bad they really needed this. And when Issa goes to the cabinet to get a wine glass from Molly, she notices a framed photo. It's the picture that, you know, the daddy gang or whatever took in LA right before Derek and Tiffany moved. And I'm like, oh, Christ. Of course. Lawrence, didn't we just talk about a new nigga? Why are we talking about old niggas?
No, we ain't on that type of time, Crissle.
I said, oh, it's big Fran energy. God damn it.
Literally.
But Molly notices, and instead of trying to like distract Issa or get her to think about the new nigga, she's like, you know, I've just always wondered what you would have said to him if Nathan hadn't interrupted you and Lawrence that night. And I said, that's right, girl. Questions that need answers.
Okay, let's do
Let's
some
talk about
let's
it.
do some reflecting, some introspection, because you over here staring at this goddamn picture,
Yeah.
pretending that you like Nathan, about to bring someone else into your fucking web, probably.
Yep.
Like, let's just cut that out, and took her straight to it. You want this man? Call him,
Right.
please,
Issa's like,
girl.
I don't know what I would have said, girl, and it's too late anyway. But Molly makes an excellent point when she says, it's not if that's what you really want. It is never too late if
See,
that
that's
is what
I've
you
been
really
saying,
want.
but Crissle don't understand.
Girl, because I don't like that. Because I don't like that.
I don't like that.
She's not wrong, but I don't like it. And so it's...
I really want that on a shirt. She's not wrong, but I don't like that.
But Issa hits her back. Because, you know, last time we talked about this, Molly was saying, you know, Nathan just said you was being inconsistent. And here you are, you know, what happened to doing that shit again, being inconsistent. And Molly's like, girl, you know what? Take it from me. Sometimes it is just not that hard. Okay. Like, you know what you want. Are you ready to go after what you want, though?
Right.
However,
Cut
the conversation can't go any further because her phone rings right then, and it's Curtis with the worst news.
Oh,
and I
God.
my heart
the way
broke
she
for her.
wailed and dropped to
Yeah.
her knees. I was like, oh, fuck. My God. Shout out to the
know.
acting, too.
Oh, so yeah, unfortunately, Molly's mama has passed away. We're not going to see too much of that part, but you can assume that there's a lot of heavy grieving going on
My goodness.
Molly's side from there. Yeah. Well, back in LA, or I guess, you know, a few months later, whenever, it's punk ass Lawrence's birthday, and his mama is singing this gospel rendition of the birthday song. Like, happy birthday in Christ Jesus' name or something. I said, oh, Lord,
Put her on
yes.
TikTok. That would have had
Jesus.
millions of views.
Oh, no, watch it be a sound now. Watch people do it now.
Oh, my God. You already know. And shout out to the mama who clearly likes Condola. Did you see that little throw
yeah.
in there? I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh, I never peeped that. Okay.
And his parents are very, you know, I don't want to say talented Timphy, but I think they would get
Very,
it. They were
very
like,
Jack and
you know?
Jillish.
yeah, she's something. She only got one braid.
She was
Wait
like,
a
it's
minute.
respectable, okay? A respectable woman.
Yes. And his daddy got him a paperweight. What kind of, you
It's
niggas.
very, very up there.
Right. This is very Ivy Leagueish of you niggas.
Okay.
But Condola has Elijah for the night, so you know he's getting ready to go out on the town for his birthday. But when he sees that incoming call from Issa D, he got off the phone with his damn mama, okay?
He said, fuck you and your vote for Condola, because I'm picking up this
Okay, girl,
phone.
talk to you later, girl. All right, talk to you later.
Ciao.
And Issa, again, the most incredibly awkward person ever, is like,
and he loves it. That's what I love them, because he just gets her. You saw his face. He's just like, here she go.
when she was like,
Issa.
when she was like, oh, you sound good. I mean, not that you don't sound like you should. And then the Louis Armstrong.
She's so fucking weird.
Hate her.
But this is why Lawrence literally can't move on. Who else is Issa?
Nobody.
Like, come on, bro.
Nobody's doing that.
Get it.
I don't know
I just
anybody. No one's doing that.
What did Tiffany say? There's no one in my life like you.
It was rude, but it was true. And so, she tells him that she's been thinking a lot about him and wants to see if she can take him out tonight. But girl, of course that nigga has plans. Of course he does. But he's quick to say, maybe we can do dinner sometime. And maybe they can, but the doorbell rings right then. Issa can clearly hear it, so she's just like, oh, okay, you know what? Happy birthday. Talk to you later. Yeah. And I thought, well, that was a little awkward. I mean, because Issa, but not a terrible conversation overall.
Right.
As far as reaching out goes, of course, she immediately calls Molly. Phone goes to voicemail. And Lawrence's new girlfriend is the one at the door. And I just thought, oh, this poor thing has no idea her relationship is about to end. It is on its way out.
And she looked so happy and
Didn't she?
give him a good time for his birthday. That's the sad thing. When you dating someone that's still hung up on someone else and you just have no idea. Jesus. That's
right.
terrible.
And it's really wild because I think in the case of Lawrence and Issa, each one of them has tried valiantly to find love somewhere else.
A valiant effort.
Mm-hmm. And yet, when the other one pops up,
everything
whoever
else
you with
is
now
shut
is
down.
just
Relatable content.
No, Fran. Fuck it, Fran. Anyway,
this is literally my life.
It's Kelly's birthday now. Oh, my fave. That's
and
my
she looks
girl.
so pretty, right?
She does. Oh my gosh, she looked gorgeous. Issa and her man Nasir are late. Of course, Issa's always late, but
shout out to Nasir, very good looking man. I was like,
fine as hell. I said, Lawrence, who? Please, please.
But
let
he
us
ain't
not
no
go
Lawrence.
back down that road. But yeah, Kelly and Desmi go off to get party favors while Issa and Nasir try to explain how they met. And this was so awkward. I was like, okay, so maybe y'all niggas are meant to be together. Because I'm like, oh, well, it was on an app, and then I saw him on an app, and then I saw him at the thing.
But you know what's funny? I feel like that's so common in this day and age, though, because the average person ain't meeting no one walking down the street no more. You ain't meeting at an event. So the timelines get a little blurry because people be embarrassed to be like, I met my man on an app.
I don't know why all of y'all are on them apps. All of y'all
Everyone's
are on
on
the
it,
apps.
but somehow nobody want to say it.
I'm not on no apps.
I too am not.
But the rest
more
of y'all
power
are.
to you.
So Kelly comes back and she is making a giant announcement. Our girl is pregnant.
Hey!
Beautiful.
Come on for Kelly's life unfolding for us finally.
I have to say, I absolutely did not see that
I love this
coming.
woman so much.
And just so y'all know, I would not, under any circumstances, do this with anybody else.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Wait, what?
Oh my God! Oh my God! She's pregnant! Oh my God! Congratulations! Good. Oh my God! You're gonna be the best mom ever. She's gonna be the best mom. Our kids are gonna grow up together. They're gonna be doing all types of things together. They could get married.
Simone could be the older woman.
Yes!
Wait, Kelly, I thought you didn't want kids.
I didn't. But then when I died,
You didn't die.
Let her have this.
when I died, I started asking preguntas, like, do I want kids? And then I realized, I don't want just any nigga's kids. I want this nigga's kids.
Gross. Gross. It was gross. Yes.
I get
Tiffany's just hype, to have another mommy friend. They start planning these children's weddings, talking about
The
Simone could
apps.
be the older woman.
Which was so ridiculous. I was like, gross.
And I love how it wasn't even a gender thing. It was just like, these are two people and they will get married. So that was just that. And Issa's clearly happy for her, but also confused because like I was saying, we remember what you said at Simone's birthday party about children being gross little weird aliens. And we know that you do not like kids. So,
But let me tell you about how Desmond must be putting it down for her to decide otherwise.
Oh God,
Okay?
yes. She done met somebody who made her change her mind. And, you know, when she died, shout out to Derek for never letting her make it. Never letting her
He
make
be on
it.
her neck every time she says it.
Never letting her make it. Yes. But, you know, dying made her ask the real preguntas. And yes, like Fran said, she wants to have this nigga's kid. She's even doing butt stuff now.
That was
Yikes.
crazy. I was like,
That
Kelly,
was
shut up.
Entirely too much information. But Kelly and Tiffany have a cute moment where they're like, girl, we gonna be there together. We finna go through this together. We gonna do it together. Yeah. I mean,
so
really,
cute.
I think Tiffany was just so hyped to have a mommy friend, especially her best friend.
Of course,
Also
it's
being a
hard
mom.
being the only mommy in the group. That's how
I
Jamie
assume.
feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
That's
Be like,
true.
wait, I want to come.
You can't come. 'Cause
Not
you got,
today.
No. Because you got to put somebody to bed. But you know what?
I get it.
Kelly is clearly overjoyed, so I am happy for her. And
Yes.
although I can't imagine meeting somebody who would make me want to change my mind like that, I know several people who were like, oh, I'm not having kids. And then they meet somebody and it's like, we want 8 kids. I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Well, that's
Been
y'all's
there.
business. Well, after the party, Issa is, back at her place or his place, somebody's place, looking incredible in,
So
little
good.
sexy bra and panties with a little robe, and mentions that she still hasn't heard back from Molly. Now, I'm not really surprised that Molly ain't answering the phone like that, even though we don't know exactly how
This
much
would
time
be
has
a
passed.
time. Right.
Yeah, right.
No matter how much time has passed, right? Because losing
Yeah.
a parent, Jesus, that's a different type
Right.
of grief. Yeah.
That'll change you. So Nasir comes in the bathroom. You know, he trying to get the party started, kissing all on her neck. But, she needs just a minute to confer with my favorite character of the series, Mirror Bitch. Mirror Bitch, for the first time in her life, is actually proud of Issa. She was like, girl, everybody we know is making decisions and going after they want, and even us. And I love this because, again, going back to the very first episode of season 1, Issa asks herself how different her life would be if she actually went after what she wanted. And now she is on her way to doing exactly
just that.
Yes, which is such a moment. And if you've ever been there, then you know how good it feels to be like, God damn, I have made it through so much bullshit. And I'm finally at a point where I feel like I'm choosing me and I'm going after what I want, and what everybody else thinks I should do, be damned. And, Mirror Bitch is actually about to start claiming her and telling her friends that she knows her. So this is wonderful. This is a great place to be in. But Lawrence's black ass calls right then. Oh, Fran, the
Let's
propaganda.
just get it going. Come on, it's time being wasted. Come on, Lawrence.
Mirror Bitch is me talking about, bitch, don't you fucking dare. Don't you
I was
fucking
like,
dare.
excuse you with your shitty advice all these years. We doing this. Fuck that.
When she said it's never gonna work, you dumb bitch, I was like, okay, now wait a minute.
And she missed the damn call listening to her. I was like, no, look what you done
And she
did.
needed to. Fran,
No.
are you fucking kidding?
I would
Fran!
have answered. It's Lawrence.
Fran,
I'm
her
answering.
man is right there. The door is
That's
open.
fine. You use an inside voice. You'd be like,
Absolutely the fuck not.
I didn't see
I was
no
actually
ring.
no.
Ain't no children.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I was proud of Issa because she actually challenged Mirror Bitch on that shit and was like, how do you know it ain't gonna work out? And
Okay.
that's a question that old girl can't answer. But she's like, you know what? Let's just think about the dick waiting on us. And I'm like,
Fair.
okay.
It's a birthday.
So yes, I mean, it's your. Is it? No.
Oh,
it's-
wait, no,
well, it was
it's
Kelly's
not.
birthday, right?
Right.
But she about to get some
Someone's
dick anyway,
birthday.
right? But I think Mirror Bitch was right. Like, do not answer the phone right now. But also, Issa was right. You don't know that it's not going to work out. But you can call him later. You do not have to call him 30 seconds before you about to go jump on somebody else's dick.
And that's true,
I'm
too,
saying.
because on his birthday, he sure as hell went out and had a blast with that other girl. So
see,
Issa
friend
can
talking about
no, you're right.
answer the phone for love.
I had to reel it in. Heart versus mind.
Oh man, so we're rolling back up on Molly's birthday again, and she's at the office, her office, while Issa is moving into the new block office, which looks incredible.
It does look kind of nice.
I said, okay, big moves. We're going after what we want. We're on our way. Torian has some big surprise plan that Issa knows and Molly doesn't, and of course she ain't telling. Like, bitch, you just gonna have to be surprised and let it happen to you. And of course, Molly is thinking about her mother today. Her mom was around this time last year, and now she isn't. But, you know, she does her typical Molly thing where she's like, I'm okay. And Issa says, you know, it's all right if you aren't. And Molly lets the vulnerable side come in, which is something she has struggled with a lot, even with Issa. Just letting it down and being like, girl, this is how I'm really feeling. This is what's really going on. And I said, again, true fucking love.
I wish I could hug you right now. And, you know, I know Torian had dibs on your birthday this year, but I'm taking you out to dinner this week because I miss you.
I miss you too. When did you get so real?
Right? I don't know. I feel like our friendships just got hard all of a sudden. You know, stuff just keeps happening. Between work shit and family.
Girl, life. You can make all the plans you want, but there's always gonna be some shit.
Yeah.
Bitch, why are you still here? Go home and change. I told you I got this.
Listen to Kelly.
Now remember, birthday sex only happens once a year. So try that thing I told you about. If you black out, you did it right. If he black out, call for help.
Actually, stop listening to Kelly.
Molly misses her mama deeply, and she is trying to accept that she won't be there for any other moments in her life. And, you know, when did everything get so fucking real? Work and family and life, and when did
And
it
it's that
all
feeling
get so
of like
serious?
it's always something, you know, like she finally gets her relationship to be healthy with a good man, but then she loses her mom, and that's just real life shit. Like, one thing starts working out, something else slips. Like, I hate to say it, but that's a lot of times just a roller coaster of this human existence. It just
and
is.
she even said it. She even said you can make all the plans you want, but there's always gonna be some shit because that is life. So,
man.
Oh, but Kelly pops up at Molly's door and tells her to take her ass home and get ready. And I'm like, ew, I knew it.
Kelly, yes. Out from under the white man.
Yes, over there with the hashtag Negroes running the estate division. Yeah,
so
Issa and Molly, you know, they hang up so Molly can go get ready. And it looks like Issa sends a text, but I'm like, who is this? Who is this going out to? But of course we know who the fuck is going out to.
No. Okay.
Fran business.
Just call
this is
it
Fran
what it
business. It's Fran shit. It's evening. Issa's at the office by herself picking through swatches and Lawrence arrives. I said, yep. This is it.
I called this scene, okay?
You did.
You did. This it wasn't no glistening skin. I definitely thought it was gonna be more romantic. I should have known that Issa was going to
be awkward. Yep. Should have.
And it ended true to her nature, which we love to see. But I called.
You did, girl. You did.
Another ending called by Fran. Just
go, Fran. Yay. We're so happy for you. Wait, when she offered to give him the tour and then was like, I might have oversold the tour.
I died when she said that in the first place. I was like, tour, girl, it's like 3 boxes and a window. So this is this corner.
Yep. And then there is the other corner.
And there's that.
But regardless, Lawrence sees the vision, okay? He said, you went from we got y'all to I got mine. And I said, oh, Christ. Y'all are meant to be.
Yep. Exactly. More confirmation.
But Issa says something here that I think is so important, and again ties back into the theme of the whole show, which is that it took so much to get here at this place in her life, and she spent a lot of time being scared of wasting time, being scared of looking stupid, feeling unsure of herself, feeling, dare I say, insecure.
Okay.
But she realizes now, right, that, it was all in her head, and nobody was doubting her except for herself and Kelly and sometimes Amal. But,
So funny.
but it was. But Issa had to believe in it herself in order for it to work out. And I just thought, here we go.
That was literally the alley-oop. I looked over at him. My face turned to him like, and now you say.
Do you think it's going to work out?
Yes. Yeah. And she said, "Sure the fuck is." No, she didn't.
No, she did not. She said she was okay with finding out if it would.
Which I love.
Which is just as good.
Very real answer, yes.
Yeah, and so then
I'm willing
they
to
kiss,
take that risk for you.
And as soon as them lips smashed together, I said, yeah, they ain't breaking up. That's it.
This is it. Oh, God, my heart.
No, it makes me sick, actually, because
I love it.
Again, going back to the first episode of season 1, when Issa tries to break up with Lawrence, she says, maybe we should just try to grow separately and see what happens. And I said, well, I guess.
And that they did.
I guess that's what y'all did, and I guess this is what's happening. So Issa does knock over a half-empty cup, ruining the moment altogether, but
I mean,
they get right back into the swing of things. It's like they never split up, like the spark was never gone, and yep, there they go. Fran's prediction.
And it's awesome because, as Crissle knows, I'm in the same real life situation.
You are.
With my best friend. We reconnected, and I get it. I get it.
It's not that I don't get it. I just wanted, you know what? Ultimately, I wanted Issa to be happy, and I'm not mad
and
at
if
them.
This is what she
at this
envisions.
place, yes.
Right.
But at any
Lawrence
point in
isn't a
time
bad
before
guy.
now, it would have been a mess.
I think the timing was perfect. Like they both lived what they needed to live out to come to understand who they are as individuals and each other. And I think they're going to get it right. I think the prospect of losing her, just that was enough to really make him be like, all right, I need to alchemize some shit. Like this is my person. Yeah. Sometimes it's like that.
And let's not forget Issa and the kind of cheating, kind of not.
I mean, she definitely did her dirt. They both, remember he wasn't working. He was like on the couch. Like they both had their things. But I
remember. Yes.
But I think, now they're both grown up. They have, what part I loved when he was saying he was coming from his office, the traffic. And I was like, look at them grown up.
Okay, look at Lawrence with a job. All right.
Okay, meeting up at each other's offices. Like, that's cool to me. I'm happy to see it.
That is so nice. That is so nice.
I like it.
I'm not opposed to it anymore. I have to let it go. I have to let it go.
Right.
And the very next scene is at Molly's lavish ass, rich ass wedding. And when she walked out, I gasped. My God, she looks incredible.
And what a wedding. Of
everything
course.
About it.
Should we have expected anything different
less
from Molly and Torian, right?
No, I knew the engagement was coming. I think I knew the engagement was coming maybe even last episode, but when he looked at her, when he looked at her like that at her birthday party and he was holding that cake, I said, this is her husband, and that is it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, all the girls are bridesmaids. Tiffany is pregnant again. And, Molly and Torian just look so happy as they're dancing, and there's a memorial table for Molly's mama, which just stabbed me right in the heart.
Yes, it really did. I was like, not the altar, Lord. Oh,
right.
I know. Jesus.
And such a sweet moment of Molly and her dad having their dance, and just really a thoroughly gorgeous wedding in every way. And Issa, my God, how dare you be that fine? Issa looks so good.
An effortless beauty at that. She just threw on a ponytail and a silk dress and was
just don't make no sense for her to be that gorgeous.
Stunning.
And I had to give it to Lawrence. That nigga cleans up all right. He look all right.
He's a handsome dude. I mean,
he all right.
He's a do her thing.
Yeah, and she, again, I can tell that she is genuinely happy for Molly, but a little sad because her girl is going. That's my best friend. And, you know, things have changed, but of course they have because that's life and things are supposed to change. And y'all are going to find a way regardless. So it's just transitions. Even when they're sweet, they can be a little heartbreaking too. And Issa and Molly are having this lovely private moment where she's helping Molly get out of her dress. Molly is on cloud 9, child. Like,
I mean, how long has she been waiting for this moment?
The very first episode, again, of season 1.
Okay.
She said to Issa, how come Jesus doesn't love me and doesn't want me to get married? Like, and she just felt like it was never going to happen for her. And here it
now
is.
Look at you.
Happening for her. All you had to do was relax your nerves. But
come on.
Molly thanks Issa for everything, you know, not just helping her out of the dress, but for being herself, for loving Molly when it was incredibly difficult for the rest of us to tolerate her at all. And
this scene made me cry.
Yeah, me too. Like I said, the real love story.
Yes, it's crazy because I haven't been emotional over a TV show in a while, and not with Insecure either, because it's mostly just like really funny, you know. But this scene, and I think it's because of how deeply I take my friendships, you know.
Me
like
too.
we treat each other no different than we would our romantic partners. Like there's a lot of effort, there's a lot of energy and attention. And just to see that, like you've been saying this whole season, this is the actual love story. Everything else is just built around it, but this is the foundation of what's making everything else work, you know?
Yep.
And just to see this, like I cried.
Both
like,
of them.
Oh, Jesus.
Both of them are all teary-eyed, and I'm like, oh, I know this face. This is when you don't want to fuck up your makeup because it's really good makeup. But you're having a moment. Right. But, you know, Molly even says, you know, I might be married, but I know that as long as you're around, I'll be okay.
Which
and it's
is
just
the realest shit ever. Oof.
So beautiful. The moment is interrupted because Molly has to pee desperately. And Issa's like, you know, I'm going to dip out and I'm going to let Torian take over from here. And Molly's like,
that's
who
the part
the hell's Torian? Yeah, friend.
Because it was like, it's true. Think of how many friendships you grew up with. And then as you start hitting those markers, like marriage, moving away, that shit burns. Because you're so happy. And you have to understand that that's just life. But it's hard. It's so hard.
Yeah, that was me, letting your little soulmate take you off to the Pacific Northwest.
Right, and now look at me.
I'm like, I guess he can have it. I guess. But I will always be here, nigga. You know
exactly. We already have our first planned visit, you know? Like, that's just how we are. And this is really what that felt like. And I love that Molly said, as long as you're here, everything else will be all right.
Truly beautiful.
Mushy.
Well, Issa is back at the Block's office and everything looks so professional. Like, shit is going really well. Issa got a team. They got posters up on the walls about the shit that they've done. The block party is in its 3rd year. Things are moving
wasn't
forward.
A dream sequence.
It wasn't. For once.
For once, she said, bitch, this ain't a dream sequence. This is my reality anchored down. Okay.
And in reality, Issa's driving a Lexus now. You broke bitches could never. Okay. And on her way home from work, she takes us on a little tour of all the places. Well, not all the places, obviously, but a handful of the places we have grown to love over this series. While Rose in the Dark by Cleo Sol is playing, which I think is the absolute perfect song. Of course, I thought about you.
Ended, you know, the fact that they ended. I stood up in my living room and just clapped. Oh my God. Too many things in this last episode that just had my heart fluttering. Shout out to Cleo Sol. You know how much I love you, girl.
Beautiful
song.
moment. Perfect. It was. Absolutely. The music on this show, like, it's flawless in all 5 seasons. You cannot go wrong.
And that line where Cleo Sol says, "Tell my younger self to enjoy the ride.
Woo!
Do you know I'm doing better?" Oh, look, chills. You see my arms chills.
You and them
That
chills.
hit different. That hit different.
Yeah,
Okay.
it did. All of this, because I just feel like so much of this is aligning with where I am in life that I just get it. I really get Issa in this last episode, probably more than I have for the entire series. But, you know, we roll
Seriously.
past the dunes where Thug Yoda is taking a picture of his daughter. Look how big she is.
So cute.
Yes, down Crenshaw past Maverick Flea, which if you remember, that venue is where Issa and Molly went in the first episode where she performed Broken Pussy, which was terrible. But yeah, we even swing around to We Got Y'all. Frida and Sarah still working there, and they're outside
God.
helping the kids do stuff. Yes, girl.
I can't. This memory lane.
I was just sitting there like, it's over.
It's really over.
Yes, girl. We even went past the Best Buy where the Lawrence Hive was born. Some other fine nigga leaving out the Best
I
Buy.
saw
said,
it too.
yeah.
I was like, well, who you?
We'll never know,
is
girl.
this?
But yeah, it looks like she lives in Baldwin Hills now, not in WeHo like the Nathan fantasy. And she enters an absolutely gorgeous home where Lawrence and Elijah are making her a birthday
Oh,
cake.
talk about relatable content. This is literally
you.
my life. That's why this hit different. I was like, wow. And I knew she
Ain't
was
none of my
gonna make
business.
this decision. And I knew she was gonna make this decision. I really did.
yeah.
And you know what? We were both right because you were saying if she would have gone, you know, the quote unquote wealthier route with MBW and the house in the hills, but she's still living grand.
Yeah.
And went with Crenshaw
and keeping it Negro.
and picked Lawrence, okay? Love
Yeah,
to see it. She got everything she wanted.
Right. It doesn't have to be, you know, two wildly different
sacrifice.
scenarios.
Yeah.
Life can sometimes just come up with a nice little mix of things where you end up somewhere in the middle and it's still a happy and lovely existence. But Elijah, so cute. And I really I didn't want Issa caught up in that newborn baby mama, baby daddy drama
Should've been
that
rough.
Lawrence and Condola were going through, right?
Yeah.
But
That's
now that
rough.
little nigga look, you know, he look like he probably in kindergarten or something. So yeah, let's do that. You know, he probably
writing
4 or
on the
5.
cake. Okay, this works.
Issa has clearly outgrown the urge to throw his ass in a fucking laundry bin or whatever.
Even though I cried when he was like, he wrote your name. She's like, is it?
Did he?
There's always that petty in there.
Yes, but you know what? She's helping him get the ice cream and stuff. And I said, all right, this bitch is a cute stepmama, and this is a cute little family. And this is where I said, all right, Fran, you win. You win.
Okay.
I give it up. Fran wins.
It's possible.
It is. It is possible, and it looks good. Issa seems happy. She's fixing her makeup before they leave when Molly calls to say happy birthday. She's in her in Greece with her husband. Don't even know nothing about what Greece is hidden for because all they doing is fucking. Molly's like, girl, I think he really might have broken my pussy. And it's like, oh, so now it's funny? It's funny now?
Now you get to say it.
The broken pussy is funny, and then you hear the beat drop, and I'm like, wait a minute, are we ending on that iconic song? But no.
We sure the fuck are.
It's actually the song that Broken Pussy samples, which is Bossy by Khalees. Everybody knows.
The original, so damn
and if you
funny.
listen to the lyrics, it is a flawless choice for wrapping up this conversation, and that's it. They were insecure as fuck when we met them. And everything is gonna be all right, friend. The girls are grown up and they're on their way.
Everyone is with who they want to be with. Everyone is where they want to be, doing what they want to do. And honestly, as Black women, what more could you ask for?
Right.
What more could you ask for?
And nobody is putting unfair expectations on themselves anymore. Nobody is pretending to be something they're not. Everybody's just rolling with it and trying to make the most out of the time that we have on this floating rock. And
come on.
I just adored the ending. I did.
It was
really
perfect.
loved it.
It was a perfect ending. And it ended with Issa and Molly, which
of course,
to me,
like I said,
you said, the real love story of this show. We love to see it.
Oh man, and that is it for Insecure. All 5 seasons are done.
We did it, and it's it for us, Crissle.
I know. It's the end of recording with Fran, and it has just been
sad. This has been awesome. What a blessing. Honestly, this ties in so lovely to the show because I'm so thankful to have been able to work with my friend all these years.
Yes, and just like Issa and Molly, we have gone through a lot over the past 5 years. A lot has changed. But me and you, us never part.
Okay.
Tell your man I'm your real true love. But
he knows it.
But please let us know what you thought about the finale. Use hashtag Insecure HBO. And of course, hashtag Insecurity. That's INSECURITEA. Thank you all so much for tuning in every week, keeping us at the top of those podcast charts. We could not be more grateful to everybody across the globe who has been tuning in and supporting us as we recap this show that we truly adore and will miss
pleasure.
greatly.
Like, this is our
thank
work.
you so much. Yes. Thank you
to all the love, the reposts, the comments, the sharing, the love, even with the wrapped up at the end of the year, how many people were showing that we were their number 1 podcast that they listen to.
Oh, yes.
Just thank
Being
you.
on your list.
Take it for granted. Yeah.
Not
so
at all.
And we'll miss you.
Just
we'll miss
beautiful.
you. Right? We'll be reading the comments and we'll keep in touch.
Yes. And of course, thank you so much to Issa Rae. You should be so proud of yourself, girl. This show was
and thank you for the
amazing
opportunity, right?
Yeah,
for us too.
to Issa, the entire cast, crew, and everybody who worked on Insecure. It was a beautiful ride, and thank you.
Y'all did that.
Insecurity is a Loudspeakers Studios production in association with Team Epiphany. We're your hosts, Crissle and Fran. The executive producers are Chris Morrow and Matt Raz.
The producer is Matt Raz. Our associate producer and editor is Tyrell Worley, and the show is engineered by Dwayne Crawford. Don't forget to subscribe to Insecurity wherever you get your podcasts.
Or check HBO Max to hear the latest episodes as soon as they drop.